has had a great deal of interest from overseas broadcasters. The Canadian Broadcasting Corporation, Australian Broadcasting Corporation, CBS in the United States.
No.
Ma'am?
I don't think so.
Right. I gather the BBC plans to...
Yeah. Hey, Crypto YouTube. Got a quick video. Just had to put one out. A couple things to cover, but first and foremost, most importantly, Sam Bankman-Fried, I'm sure everyone has heard, found guilty on all 7 counts, charges against him. So that's very exciting. Very, very happy to see that at least some part of the justice system seems to be working. It doesn't make people whole again, that's for sure. And I have a hard time finding pleasure in people's pain for the most part, even when they're criminals. But I think that was a real necessary finding for just the flagrancy, the scale. It's terrible, you know, how everything happened. So, real evil behind the scenes mastermind kind of, he's a real bad egg. So hopefully he goes to jail, and it seems like he'll probably die there since he's facing a maximum of 120 years in jail. Sentencing isn't until March 28th, I believe, so we won't really know. But I have a feeling they're going to throw the book at him and set an example for the crypto world. That's my feeling. So we'll see. I don't know things. I don't know anything about the market, that's for sure. And I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Do your own due diligence. This is for entertainment purposes only. With that being said, 2 other things I want to talk about. One, real quick, just get it out of the way, because I keep meaning to bring it up, and I keep forgetting about it because it is so minor. I did a video on the Fountain app a while ago, and I just wanted to touch base on it again after having used it for a little bit more and really fiddling around with it. The Fountain app, in case you didn't see the video, go watch it. No. It's a podcast platform that lets you listen to any podcast that you would normally listen to, but you can earn Bitcoin while you're doing it. The first hour of listening every day, you earn a random amount of Satoshis. So it could be 6 Satoshi a minute. It could be 1. I will say off the bat, I tend to find myself earning 1 and 2 more often than anything else, although I have seen as high as 10. I don't know what the limit is. If anyone else out there has gotten higher or knows, let me know. I really didn't read too much into the details if it's written there somewhere. But so I feel like it's really cool. I would be listening to these things anyways, so there's always an opportunity to earn Bitcoin for doing something that I'm already going to be doing, even though it's just a small amount. Who knows what it might be worth later. But that's in an ideal world. Right now, the app seems to be crashing a lot for me. I have a newer phone, so I don't know if it's a compatibility issue. But it's literally the only app on my phone that I've found to be crashing, which is weird. And it's not often, but it's often enough to make me take note of it. And on top of that, I have you're supposed to earn for the first hour of every day. And like that's the most important part of the app for me, besides just being able to play things. Earning, the whole reason I'm using the app, I find doesn't work. So I'll earn maybe 1 day a week from what I'm seeing, maybe 2 days a week. And then the other days, it just seems to be like it's not registering that it's a new day for me, that I have the ability to earn again. I've read through the FAQ a few times, and like sometimes it recommends like updating the app, don't be behind a VPN, a whole bunch of like tips and advice on small things. I've tried everything. I've tried being on wireless, off wireless. Everything, and I don't know what's going on, but I do not seem to get the actual hour every day. So that's kind of lame, to be honest with you. One thing I find does work all the time is the ads or supported sponsored listening. I guess there's like a section where they will pay you to listen to one of the podcasts that they're spotlighting or something like that. And that always seems to work for me. I will always earn listening to that, and it's almost always 1 sat per minute. So it's like almost nothing. But I don't know why it's able to register the earning all the time on that and not listening to my normal things. I don't know. But, you know, I guess it's still something more than nothing. So, you know, still pulling out ahead on that front. I just wish it worked better. Let me know if you have had similar experiences, if you've tried the platform, or if this is the first time you're hearing about it. Scroll down. I have a referral link somewhere in the additionals, and I don't know what we get, honestly, if anything. But please use my referrals. That's what they're there for. Maybe we both get some kickbacks. I don't know. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I know it's the bear market still, technically, maybe a bull market. People are kind of going back and forth, actually. Are we in a bull market? I don't know. But social sentiment doesn't seem to have picked up for the bull market yet, so I don't think we're in like full-fledged frenzy. So, you know, we're struggling. Support the channel. Third thing I wanted to talk about was sorry, I had to pause the video because I totally mind blanked. What's the third thing I wanted to talk about? Oh, obviously, Solana being on a frickin' tear. Yeah, so speaking of bull run, Solana going on crazy tear. I don't talk much about Solana on this channel. But, you know, I do have quite a bit of it, so I'm happy there. I mentioned it, maybe I didn't, but, you know, I've been involved in Hivemapper and Helium. Obviously, Helium migrated to the Solana network, and when that happened, along with a bunch of other things, I became a lot less bullish on holding Helium and decided that there really was no point in Helium anymore. I might as well just transfer everything into Solana because that seems to be the network that it's actually operating on. So I transferred a big chunk, not all, but a big chunk of my Helium to Solana at the time. And after that, I got involved with Hivemapper, and I've said it before a couple times. Actually, hey, yeah, I'm actually still also a Hivemapper investor somehow. So, like, I don't know, click my links or whatever. You know, I have said before the Hivemapper token, I don't see much point in holding right now. So I've been selling it pretty regularly for Solana, just because it's also on the Solana network. It's very easy. I could be doing some other things with it, but I was just selling into Solana pretty regularly. And today, I believe, is actually Hivemapper's 1-year anniversary, so happy birthday, Hivemapper. But yeah, I've been selling into Solana for over a year solid now, between Helium and Hivemapper. And I guess I've probably talked about it a few times. I didn't hark on it as much as I do some other things. I obviously have been bullish on Solana. I just haven't been talking about it that much. But so, yeah, I'm happy. I'm holding a pretty big chunk of Solana, and it's going on an absolute tear. And to be honest with you, I think it's going to continue to do well in the next bull market. So I'm still holding a majority of what I have. I did take a little bit of a profit at the $39 mark-ish, and then it kept on going to 45. So yeah, well, who knows? It's taken a drawback, and it's now back around 39. So kind of whatever. But if it drops back into, you know, I did have a small cash position set on the side specifically to buy more Solana if it dropped back into the low teens area. Maybe even single digits would have been nice, which I was hoping for. And I'm starting to believe that won't happen again. It's possible. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. But so I'm kind of reevaluating what I'm going to do with that small cash position because I don't feel like I've missed the boat because I have a good amount, but I don't have my full bags packed. So let me know. Are you guys in the same position? Did you miss the Solana boat completely? Do you have Solana? Do you like Solana? Should I talk more about Solana? Solana. One of the other bullish catalysts, besides just the price itself, is obviously they have their conference going on, Breakpoint, Solana Breakpoint, or whatever. But they introduced the Fire Dancer, among other things, which is supposed to increase the TPS like drastically. So yeah, like that's kind of why I think it's going to do very well. I think broad strokes, very centralized. They're trying to decentralize it, but it doesn't seem to matter. Nobody seems to care. It seems to be very fast. And SBF Poison has probably seeped out of it by now, so we'll see. I don't know. Where is it going? Who knows? But I had to comment on it because it's going on an absolute tear. Yeah, I guess that's it for now. Stay tuned. I will continue to put out some more videos if I have time. The Crow game with the Loaded Lions, the Cronos game, mainnet, is going into its first competitive season. And the rewards are actually very generous. It's actually $100,000 worth of Crow being given away for the first season of the competition, which is just, I mean, here's the thing. People who are going to place first, second, third, all that good stuff where they get a good amount of rewards, they're paying probably that much money for the power-ups that are going to bring them to that place anyways. But it is a good amount of money, and it's good to see that the company got behind it with a good amount of money as a reward because it might bring some attention to the space. So we'll see. Yep. Yeah, I'll make more videos. Got other stuff coming up. Stay tuned.